having someone help us make these decisions to me was just invaluable. I was afraid I was going to make a mistake and, oh my gosh, give away the wrong thing. So
Right.
put them in a box you can put out in the garage. Well, I have made some boxes and I put some things in them. They've been in the boxes for probably 6 months. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's in there. And I
So
probably don't need any of it.
probably, but it's a good idea to do what you did. If you don't know, put it in a box, label what it is. If you haven't tackled it for a year, maybe you just let it go then.
What if the best chapter of your life hasn't even begun yet? What lies within you is the power to live brighter, bolder, and truer than ever before. So welcome to Vivatude, where caregiving, connections, and career come into balance and where your vitality, vision, and voice shines through. Because the revolution isn't out there, it's already within you. Welcome to Vivatude.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Tracy Cromwell. I'm your Vivatude host, and my focus is on physical and environmental wellness. And again, I have my host, my guest here. I'm going to call you my co-host for today,
That's fine.
Lisa Hawkinson, who is a professional organizer. She has helped me many times. And again, let's go a little deeper. We were talking on break about how we can release things easier. So I'm going to let you take it now.
So I would say the best place to start when you're ready to start, and I don't want to push anyone, just okay. So the least emotional things I really don't, in my case, I don't need a shot glass from every state in the United States, or I don't need, something.
We don't.
No. And so I have people set up a corner for things they're going to give away, things they're going to donate rather, or things to
Mhm.
family, or another corner for things to sell. So you create that space and you take care of those things. So I love to have people find a thrift store that has a mission that aligns with their heart. Oh, I give stuff to them because they help single moms or homeless people, whatever. And I have one thrift store that donates a big portion of their money for search and rescue dogs. So men will take care of the garage. I want to help a dog. And that's so cool.
Oh, I
So
love it.
I literally been at stops. I go, what else can I get my favorite thrift store? I went, oh, I have some charger plates I haven't used it. I went home and put them in my car. And so it's like, whatever you put on their shelf, they sell promotes their mission. And so I want to help support their mission. So find out what the mission is. Sometimes you pick an easy place to dump things off. I won't mention names or say Goodwill. I like smaller places with a mission behind them that they're working on. And it's
Hmm.
like, what more can I give? And then do you have someone who can take regular things to donate every week or every 2 weeks? Just make it a task to get it out of your home.
Hmm. One thing
And things, go
sorry,
ahead.
keep going. You go. No, you keep
No.
talking. No,
Well,
you go.
if things actually have to be thrown out, then get rid of those things. Don't let it pile up. Take
Yeah.
care of those piles because then you create space to just have what you want and need there and a few lovely things. So I like in my home, I have a theme. I've done a lot of standings. I have a nautical theme throughout my house. Uh, Things here and there. You don't walk in and feel like you're blasted with nautical, but if you think about it, it's nautical. Or
Yeah.
if you travel a lot, what do you have that would you work for traveling? Or you've been to a certain country and I've been to a home, they were from Mexico. I just love their home. It has such a flavor of Mexico. So
Hmm.
creates a really pleasant space to be in.
I love it. And I think too, and we were talking a little bit about some break as well was say you have a busy mom and a carer and there's no space for her. She feels like she
Right,
doesn't have a space. This is a really great way to help create that space
right.
so that
That's
you
right.
can have maybe get it doesn't have to be expensive, doesn't have to be anything, but you can go to one of those favorite stores and maybe find a beautiful little chair or a little side
Right,
table that fits you where you can read or do what you would like to do, meditate, whatever it might be.
right.
But if we continue to have all of these items everywhere and every wall has furniture or something, it can be hard to create that space. I love the idea. Yeah, picking a charity that you feel good to donate your, you know, precious
Right.
item to. I mean, we all hold on to something. Everything seems to hold a memory. One thing too what helped me a lot was the staging aspect of this is throwaway. This is what was it? A maybe, and this is a definite. Like you had me
Right.
doing exactly what you said in different stages so that my brain could process.
Yeah, you don't want to do it too fast. Most people can only really work hard for about 3 hours and they just need to stop. And it
Hmm.
creates chaos as you bring things out and make piles. It's like, oh my gosh. Well, then take care of those piles as soon as
Hmm.
you can. So
Yeah.
you don't feel like they're falling on you.
Yeah. And I think the other thing I really like about what you said is, I do know what I like about what you said is that when when there's an item that you may have an attachment to, but it just it's not something you need now. It doesn't suit your life anymore. By picking a charity that you can support, it's a lot easier to let that item go out into the world, right?
Yes, and some of those special things, take a picture of it. I have a small album of some pieces I've had that I no longer have. I can look back and appreciate that. Oh, I had that grandfather clock. I loved it, but there's no room now, so I'm glad it has a new home.
I love that idea. Taking pictures of those items,
Right.
that so it's you still have that memory and very, very, very
And
insightful.
one more thing, it's really good when you give something away, tell a story that goes behind it. So this casserole dish, we always had a certain recipe and you can even add the recipe and then they take it away. I said, this from Aunt Eva. So 10 years later, she goes, Aunt Ethel, I know, you mean Aunt Eva. So they remember the story and that the life keeps going on.
Oh, because keep having a picture of it.
And the person knows the story behind it.
I love that idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I I think too, again, I know there's some heirloom pieces that my dad has and that he'd asked me at one point if I wanted this one table. And I feel really bad. I don't have a place for this beautiful table.
right,
And I saw his, you could just see like just this, oh, you know, and
right,
and maybe in my old house it would have worked, right? But my
right,
new space, I don't have any place to put it. And so that's a great example where if we had a photo of it, he could tell us where it came from and all of those things.
right.
It would be a really great way to hold a memory of it. So, if we talk about again, the aspect of, I think one is realizing that having someone help us make these decisions to me was just invaluable. It took the load off of me, so afraid I was going to make a mistake. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I was afraid I was going to make a mistake and oh my gosh, give away the wrong thing. So
Right,
the other thing I've done too, like you said, is you talked about those mugs. Put them in a box you can put out in the garage. Well, I have made some boxes and I put some things in them. They've been in the boxes for probably 6 months. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's in there. And I
so
probably don't need any of it.
probably, but it's a good idea to do what you did. If you don't know, put it in a box, label what it is. If you haven't tackled it for a year, maybe you just let it go then.
Yeah.
Or if you're worried you're going to try to keep something, just say, have a friend with you, say, hold me back.
Yeah. I love that. Get a hold me back, friend.
Right.
All
And you
right.
can also have a friend say, does my place feel crowded to you or messy? How do you feel when you walk in? And get a
Mhm.
friend's perspective.
I like that. And that can be hard.
Oh, yeah, you're
So I guess
vulnerable.
too, maybe, you just open your heart to the answer and we let our ego go
Right.
and then finding someone that is going to give you loving, loving input, right? So,
Okay, a
okay.
lot of women, as we get older, we don't entertain this thing, and we end up having 3 sets of dinnerware. I mean, you don't need 3 sets when you're living alone. And they go, but it's 10 or 12 piece set. Well, you can give that away. It can be divided up among women who are starting over in life, and they can have half the set. So why not bless somebody with all that stuff?
I love it. And I want to come back to that after our
Okay.
break. Fantastic. I'm so
Okay.
glad you thought of it. All right, we'll be back, everyone, in a few moments.
And thanks for listening to Vivatude. 4 hosts, 1 each week. We help you revivatude your next chapter because purpose, passion, and prosperity isn't out there. They're already within you. Brighter, bolder, truer. Vivatude.